first attempt at making an ASMR video. I don't have anything specific planned. I'm just kind of gonna ramble. So I hope you're okay with that. It is currently 3 a.m. when I'm making this because I have to wait for my family to go to sleep as they're quite loud. So I want to eliminate all the background noise that I can. I've been a big fan of ASMR for a couple of years now. I find that it helps me sleep because I have trouble sometimes. And so I hope that at least a couple of people will watch this and it can help them. Or maybe they'll just enjoy listening to me yap a little bit. So I come from the great state of Arizona. It is currently the one time of year that I don't regret that decision. This is my first time trying to make a video. I'm actually a musician by trade. I am a guitar player. I have amassed a kind of big collection of guitars. And typically I try to write something in the pop rock realm. I've been listening to a lot of Oasis recently, and similar bands like them. I've just fallen in love with the sound, and I try to record music like that. I'm not too sure that I'm successful, but I try my very best. And if I'm not doing that, I'm doing something vaguely acoustic and just songs that sound kind of like a bad ripoff of Cave Town. So yeah, and music has always just been my first love, but I figured why not try a new avenue here. God forbid a man have hobbies. I am almost 20. I feel very weird about that, because I am 19 right now still. So, I don't know, it doesn't feel like much will change, but it also feels like everything will change. Just a weird time in my life. So maybe this is my midlife crisis. But all of you guys get to enjoy it if it is. This is actually my second time trying to record this video. Third if you want to be technical. Because we've been having problems with our Wi-Fi. And again, being a musician, I use Pro Tools to record this. So I haven't been able to run it for a couple of days. But I got it up and running now. We're going to see how it works out. And yeah, eventually I will have to refine my setup because I'm using the stock microphone that came with a karaoke set that my father bought. And again, I'm using Pro Tools because that's what I used to record my music with. So we will see how it sounds. I hope it's okay. And I hope you're not getting too much background noise unless you like it. As I'm sure you can see, I am a bit of a nerd. Specifically with Pokemon, I do quite love it. I fell in love with it first probably in 2017. My mom's old roommate gifted me a copy of Pokemon Pearl for the DS. And the DS was one of the consoles I had growing up because most of the other ones were my brother's that I'd have to share with him. But the DS was mine, so I got that, and I loved that game. Never finished it. And eventually I got a 3DS. and bought Pokemon Y. That was one of the first games I got for it. I beat that game. It was probably the first game I had ever actually beaten. As you know, before that it was just messing around with my brother's PS2 or PS3 and just going through his games and not actually doing anything in them. Or logging into his World of Warcraft account and just running around in my shorts. But yeah, I beat Pokemon Y. I bought Pokemon Sun. Still have yet to beat that one. Which it's been many years since it came out, so I'll get to it eventually. I'm trying right now to collect all of them. I'm missing most of them, but I think I have one game from at least every generation, and I have Pokemon Stadium, which I quite like. Yeah, I also I have two hoodies. This Eevee one, and I have a Bulbasaur one, which I wear out a lot, especially now, actually being winter. I have the excuse to wear them out. I also have quite a lot of plushies, quite a few Squishmallows of Pokemon, and just some in general. I just love collecting plushies. I have them all in a bookshelf to my left here, and I do feel a little bit crazy seeing them all there, but like in a good way. I'm also a nerd for Studio Ghibli movies. If you were ever to see me in public, I would be wearing a black corduroy hat with a soot sprayed on it. It's it's one of the hats that I actually feel like I look good in. And I got introduced to Studio Ghibli in 2019 from an ex-partner of mine, which is one of the good things I took away from that relationship. And every year, at least here in the US, AMC theaters will do a little celebration of Ghibli and play a bunch of their movies. So I always try to at least see the big ones, and I'll try and see some that I haven't seen before. And I own a couple of them on DVD just in case they ever get taken off of streaming services, so that I can watch them in the future, or I can show them to people that haven't seen them in the future. I've always just, I love the visuals in them. They're such beautiful movies. They tell such great stories, and again, being a musician, I love the soundtracks. My senior year in high school, I managed to convince my band director. That's another important side note. I was a band kid, but I managed to convince her to let us do Merry-Go-Round of Life from Howl's Moving Castle. It was, I played the tuba when I was there because I was the only kid big enough to play it. It was me, our other tuba player, a euphonium player, a clarinet player, and I believe a saxophone player, and a trombone player. So I guess I don't know what that would be called, a sextet, I think. And yeah, that was maybe my greatest achievement, other than getting the solo in our Christmas show every year since my sophomore year. Yeah, I was in band from 5th grade all the way until my senior year. I'm not currently in school, so I haven't been able to continue that, but I would love to buy another tuba, and just continue to play it, just because I don't mean to brag about myself here, although this isn't a very good brag anyway, but I was quite good at the tuba from having played it so long, and I miss almost nothing about high school except the marching band and the concert band. I really felt like I shined there. Um, if I had the opportunity to join like a freelance one or join a university band, I think I would really enjoy that, but that's unfortunately not something I can do right now. I feel like I've exhausted all parts of my personality here. I also like to collect random little knickknacks. I haven't added to it too much, but I have a bottle collection, and I also have a soda tap collection, which goes well because I can just put them into the bottles. Again, I mentioned my Pokemon collection. I'm also collected, well, not really, but I'm starting to collect some of the consoles. I have the Pokemon X and Y branded Nintendo 3DS. I'm also just trying to branch out. I acquired a PS2, which I think may be broken, but I think may be repairable, and I got it for free. So, I'll take that as a win. I have the PlayStation 4, the one they did for selling, I believe, 500 million consoles. It's probably the wrong number, but it was something crazy like that. It was platinum, and it came with a custom controller with all white buttons. I have that. I have the Xbox One. I don't have any of the next-gen consoles yet. I haven't been able to afford them, but I'm sure I'll get there eventually. I am currently a PC girly. I game on here. I'm trying to make video on here now. I'll record music on here. And I don't know, I've just found it a lot easier to play on the PC. Although I am also still a Nintendo Switch diehard. I love playing Minecraft on it. I love playing Mario Kart with friends and family. Mario Party as well, I love. And I just found it very easy to play. I do hate how they have the buttons swapped though. From a typical controller layout, that was very harsh for me to adjust to. But we carry on, and I manage to, and I love it. I am also semi-retired. I'm a semi-retired femboy. Maybe I'll bring that out in the future, but I do. I am in touch with a more feminine side of myself. I am perfectly okay admitting that fact. I just don't necessarily think I look very pretty in the clothes anymore. But if I do in the future, who knows? Well, I feel like you've gotten to know a lot about me, and I feel like it is very late at night, and I would like to get going to bed. So, good night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my first attempt at the ASMR world, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.